which is, he said, seeks to destroy us. Ricardo Falcón died fighting for the ideals and beliefs which were a part of him and a part of us. A filling station owner treaded with those beliefs, those ideals, and he murdered Ricardo Falcón. But I know that Ricardo is telling us right now that it is continuing. They can never kill our beliefs and our ideals. And the little Chicanitos he taught in Fort Lupton, Colorado, are going to continue to fill that space, that void that Ricardo has left. They continue to live in the little viejitos that he helped. And El Grito continues in La Raza Unida. They will never die. We must choose Ricardo's road. We have roads to choose. It means sacrifice. It means, as Ricardo found out, that if you stand up and start speaking out in America, you can lose your job at a university. And so you have to continue. And Ricardo continued. And the little centavitos que le dábamos to continue to pay for his gas to get around. The barrios was sacrifice. And it means a willingness to die for our raza. We never think about that. Our college students get comfortable on the college campuses now, and some have forgotten how they got there. And they don't talk about Ricardo Falcón and how when he started at the university, there were only 17 students there. But that when he left that university, there were close to 1,500. And that Ricardo had to go to jail to get those 1,500 there. And that Ricardo had to die to get those Chicanos there. When we die, let us die as Ricardo did. Let us die fighting in the barrios, in the jails, in the college campuses, in the fields, in the streets, for our raza. Let us all be organizers in every day of our lives, because every moment I was with Rich, we talked movement. We talked what was wrong. We talked what was going wrong. We criticized each other. We didn't agree on everything, but we stuck together. And if we must die, let us die as Ricardo did. And not like the many of us who die in Vietnam fighting for hate and imperialism. Or those of us who die in some OEO coffin, wrapped up in the flag of bureaucracy and pacification. Like those who die in some wall-to-wall carpeted asylum without ever knowing man's beautiful ability to give, share, and sacrifice our lives for others, as Ricardo did. Ricardo once told me, he said, he always talked about the gringo dollar. And he said, the root of our problem is the gringo dollar. Because every time we get someone into the university and they start to become a leader, the system buys them out. And they sell us, and they pacify us, and they kill us all over again. Ricardo believed this. And he died fighting against that gringo dollar without the gringo dollar. And many of us who have gone through the universities and graduated and got our masters and everything else know that we will never, no matter what, never again, if we have to give up everything and live out in the streets, live for that gringo dollar. Because Ricardo was an example to all of us, to little Chicanitos, and should continue as an example for all or anyone who was a part of La Raza Unida, because La Raza Unida was Ricardo, is every one of you. Y lo que hacen ustedes es un ejemplo para sus hijos y sus hijas, los viejitos y las viejitas. And for Ricardo, because I know this is what he would want, el grito that he always shouted on the streets, on the fields, and the universities, and the schools. Chicano! 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 ¡Viva la raza! ¡Viva la causa! ¡Viva la raza unida! ¡Que siempre viva Ricardo Falcón! Gracias.